Hi, it's Catherine Ewing here from Emotional Freedom at Last. I just finished a session with a client and I thought I would take this opportunity to share my couple of minutes of emotional freedom tip with you today because something came up in this session that I think is so common with people that I wanted to, and it's really important, so I wanted to just bring it up. And that is that many of us have the tendency, I think it's a very human tendency, to want to jump over or skip over or push away painful and vulnerable, raw feelings that we might be having about situations or circumstances in our lives. I see this very quickly around, or very often rather, around breakups in relationships, especially if there's been some cheating or some betrayal, some dishonesty that's gone on. And people are, wanting to just sort of move past it, move through it, get on with their lives. But the truth is, and as hard as it is to really go into these feelings of sadness and perhaps anger, thoughts about being betrayed, unfairness, there's a whole lot of complex emotions in these situations. And if we try to just suppress them or push them away too soon, the danger is that they literally just take root in our energy body or our subconscious mind. And, we can move on, we can get distracted with other things, but there's now this energy pattern, this emotion, this energy that should be in motion so that it can move out of our body that can no longer move because we've suppressed it or pushed it down. And it just becomes a raw, tender, sort of open wound in our emotional body that is ripe for being triggered again. Perhaps it'll be around our inability to trust, or where we're always looking for the possibility of betrayal, or we feel disrespected, and then that comes into play in all of our relationships, not just another intimate relationship. So as uncomfortable as it is, as difficult as it can be, I really invite you to notice where you may have pushed down or pushed aside some tender, raw, vulnerable feelings because it's been uncomfortable to go into that discomfort. And to really revisit those. Of course, my favorite way of revisiting them and helping the energy to move is through emotional freedom technique. So please check that out as well. And give yourself the space and give the emotions the space that they need to disperse and on their own, instead of sort of being stuffed away in a corner somewhere. Okay, so that's my tip for today. Be kind and gentle and loving with yourself around your emotions, giving them the space and the time that they need to really heal. Catherine Ewing, Emotional Freedom at Last. I would love to hear your comments or your stories, examples about how you've done this in your own life. And until next time, take good care and many blessings. Bye now.